Videos from the Desert, Volume 1. If you're seeing this in church, good morning. I'm Reverend Charles Perry, and I'm the senior minister of Unity of Birmingham. Although at the moment, I am serving our nation as Chief Warrant Officer for Charles Perry of the Alabama National Guard, although I'm actually assigned to the 35th Infantry Division, which is comprised mostly of soldiers from the Kansas and Missouri Guards. I'm going to be doing some of these videos just to kind of let you know how I'm doing as things are going along for the next few months, and to stay in touch, and maybe even to talk about some of the things that we are going to do when I get home. I thought, though, that maybe for this first one, the most important thing for me to do is let you know why I'm here and not there with you. I know that some people may feel like, well, gee, he's our minister and he ought to be here because this is important. And honestly, being a minister is hugely important. It's important to me to be not just a minister, but your minister. You guys are my family. Birmingham has become my home. I have gotten to know so many of you so well over the past 4 years, and you are like family to me. You are family. So it was not easy for me to say yes when the call came this time. You know, September 11th, 2001, about an hour or two after the second plane hit the second tower, I called my armory and talked to the readiness NCO, who was an old friend of mine. And I told him, Tom, I volunteer. Whatever they need, wherever they need it, for however long they need it, I volunteer. I meant that then. And I've never really stopped feeling that way. You see, there aren't that many people in the National Guard who do what I do to begin with. And at my rank, there's only about 30 of us in the entire National Guard. That's less than one per state. There are things I do that I cannot talk about. One thing I will tell you about, I'm about to go to be certified by U.S. Central Command to perform collateral damage estimation. I hope I never have to, but if I do, the idea that I may be preventing the loss of innocent life is reason enough for me to be here. This is important work. It is a sacred trust. And I'm going to fulfill that trust one last time before I come home to you and retire from the Guard. And that's exactly what I'm going to do when I come home this time, is I am going to retire from the Guard. You know, part of my decision set when I had to consider doing this was, how's the church going to do? And to be honest with you, part of the reason that I'm here is because of you. We have such a dynamic board. We have Reverend Terry as part of our congregation, and her being there, I can't tell you how much that means to me. Our prayer chaplains, the rest of our volunteers, each and every one of you who shows up and who does the work that needs to be done, who gives of your time and your talent and your treasure, who make church happen. Every one of you, you're all doing special things. And if I didn't have faith in you, not just to help our church survive, but maybe to actually thrive in ways that it couldn't have otherwise, I wouldn't be here. You know, when I first came to Birmingham, one of the things that we talked about was turning Unity of Birmingham into a congregation or mission-centric church instead of it always being a minister-centric church. And in what I see now online, on Facebook, and what I hear when I talk to folks back home, I see you guys stepping up. I see this becoming more of a congregation-centric church. So I think this has happened for a reason. And given the work that we did with Reverend Beth right before I left, the healing work for our church, one of the things that became clear is that this church has had issues with grief around having ministers leave and feeling abandoned. So maybe it's in divine order for a minister to go away for a little while and not leave, because I'm not leaving. I'm coming back. And we're going to be doing a lot of really great things together. I want to talk about some of those things as the coming months go by. So I'll send some more videos and kind of let you know what's going on in my head. And I'm hoping that you guys will stay in touch with me, that I'll hear more from you individually, whether you want to message me on Facebook or send me an email or just reach out any way you can. I can even still get texts, even though my voice phone doesn't work so well. But I want to hear from you about what kind of things you're looking for when I get back. What sort of lessons do you want to have? What kind of series do you want to have? What sort of classes? What are the issues that you would like to see us address? The things that you need Unity Principles to help you get through. I want to hear about those things, because I'm going to come back and I'm going to be your pastor for a long time to come. The toughest part of this right now is missing out on those moments with you, those moments when you need your pastor, and then the moments that are a celebration. That's the toughest part of this. I'm looking forward to coming home. I miss you, and I love you, and I'm going to be coming home to you. So stay in touch and keep doing the great work that you're doing, and I will see you next Easter. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.